Tori Baker, and I'm here to show you the unseen. Right here, I'm with
Sincere.
Scotty.
And I gotta ask, like, I see both of y'all got a lot of like minor details going on in y'all fit. Is that something that you think about when you're going through your fit, or is it just like you just accessorizing your character? Like, what's the thought process on that?
The minor detail, I would say like that comes like along with the fit, you know.
Right.
sometimes like you see something and you just be like, maybe that'll go with the fit, you know. It's like, I don't know how to explain that. You feel me? I don't know how to explain that part. But really, it's like it's really just like all about perspectives. You know, sometimes you don't even like mean like incorporate some things, but like the fact that like, it's there right there.
Okay, for sure. You don't even mean to incorporate some things. I feel that. Because, like, right here, you dress like an Ethiopian mom right now. The jewels is crazy. You dripped in gold right now. You dripped in gold. So I was about to say, is that, like, the same for you, or is it more intentional?
Nah, I feel like accessorizing, especially with, like, jewelry or any type of shiny, flashy stuff you can put on, is, like, a main thing for outfits.
Sure.
You can have one of the most basic outfits, but if you accessorize it right, then you got a 10 out of 10 fit.
Okay. Right here, I'm with
Malik.
And here,
Jason
and Malik, bro, y'all got some like totally different shit going on. So both of y'all see y'all got bag work going on. Yeah. So I gotta ask, like, what's y'all approach to bags? Is it like you don't really care about the notion of bags are for girls, shit like that? And especially as a black man, you know, they look at you differently the second you step outside that box. So what's y'all approach to, I guess, the accessories when it comes to, I guess, things that are feminine, quote unquote?
I feel like, man, when it comes to this, you know, throwing on what you wear, throwing on what you like, man, it really comes down to if you really like it or not, man. If you like it, put that shit on, man. It really is no restriction when it comes to this fashion shit, bro. Just be you, be true, bro, for real.
Yeah, same thing. Like, anything goes with this fashion, I feel like. Just be ready to step out the box, you know. Be ready to be judged, but it is what it is. Like, as long as you're doing what you do, you know, that's all that matters, just being yourself.
My thing is, man, they're gonna judge you regardless, so you might as well throw that shit on. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's right. And that's right. Well, I got one more question for y'all. So I know y'all talking about how finding your style, you just gotta do what you want. Is that how, like, you created your own style, or would you say you got it from, like, outside people? Like, what space is it coming from?
I got this one. So at first, I started with the thrift. I started at the thrift. The thrift is the best place to find your style, I feel like, because it's cheap clothes. I wouldn't say get big pieces to start off finding your style. I wouldn't recommend that because you might not like it and then you just wasted a whole bunch of money. You can start at the thrift, find some cheap pants, cheap tops, you know, and just mix and match. And then once you find your style, you can go for the big boy pieces, you know.
Say no more.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what he said. 100%, man. Start at the thrift, start cheap. Once you get you a foundation, something to stand on, then you start building those big pieces. Then you can put it all together later on, and then, you know what I'm saying, see how this shit work.
Say no more. Hey, y'all take these advice. See some fly niggas right here. For sure. Right here, I'm with ATL Candid. Yes, sir. Introduce yourself real quick.
I'm Big ATL Candid, also known as Ace. I take pictures here in the green space. You might know me.
And I'm with his partner in crime,
Drew's Collection, aka Drew. You know, I'm always out here. I'm usually with him when he does his work, but you know, I'll be out here doing my own thing.
For sure. So I see right now y'all got this whole event real quick, PTSO event here at GSU. What made you like say this is gonna be a thing? Like, how did this, I guess, what's the genesis of this? What's the creation of this shit? How you got here?
I think my interest in photography and videography and all that type of stuff peaked fashion for me. Like, I wasn't really a fashion guy for real. But coming to Georgia State, being a freshman, I got bored. I was looking around. I was like, dang, these people kind of dress low-key, though. It wasn't nothing crazy just yet. You know what I mean? It was mid-winter. I was bored. I went outside with my camera. I was taking pictures. And I was like, okay, this is cool. But I didn't realize that once people saw themselves, they would want that energy more. And I was like, oh, we can embrace people's individualism through pictures, for real. People are going to put that stuff on, and they're going to come through, you know, with their own style. They're going to do their own thing. And I was like, I have to capture that. I have to put it out there for them. You know what I mean?
For sure. Say no. Now, Drew, I know you're doing crazy things over on your photography page, but I just got to know real quick, like, where do you want to take photography, and, like, what's your approach to photography as an art form?
See, me personally, I use it as like my way of just making my thoughts come to light. So the way I approach it, I really just, whatever comes to mind, I want to visualize it, but with somebody else's help, because like I love having other people in the camera, but like I like to be behind it, you know?
For sure.
So really, I just want to make it like my whole life, you know, I have a genuine love for it, but I want to make like make an empire, have my own thing really going, and making sure that I always keep a good mindset about photography because that's something I really love.
Okay, for sure. I see you at the Thunder 4s on, and I know your shoe game is crazy. I'm not trying to dox you. So I gotta know your top 5 kicks. What's in rotation right now?
Top 5 that I have right now, my Yeezy 500s of blushes. They go crazy. My white cement 4s, that's my favorite shoe all the time. I'm on my 4th pair, and they're beat as fuck, so I need a 5th. My UNC off-white 1s, definitely my favorite. I do want to get some Ricks. Those would be like number 4 if I did have a pair. Okay. But right now, I ain't got some, so I would say my all-white Air Forces. Can't ever go wrong with them. Last one kind of hard. I'm gonna say my MCA off-white Forces. Those are my favorite shoes that I have right now. I don't wear them because I want to keep them as like good as I really can, but those are definitely up there for me for sure.
Now I ain't gonna lie, shoe game crazy. What's your shoe size?
My size.
What's up? Okay. Now Justin, I know you got like a lot of influences: music, fashion, photography. Would you consider yourself like a fashion nigga, quote unquote?
Personally, no, because I don't feel like I have that credibility, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the people who are really in the fashion community have that sort of like, it's deep rooted. They have the history behind it. They have the people in it now. They have all that. I feel like for me, I see it and I do what I think is aesthetically pleasing. It's more like what I think is art on my body compared to me knowing fashion, you know what I mean? I don't really know fashion. I just do what I think is aesthetic. And because I do photography, it's like my fashion skills might get better, but I wouldn't say necessarily I'm a fashion nigga.
Okay, for sure. And I got one more question for you. What would you say is your biggest influences outside of the photography? Because I know you mentioned before, you say art is life, art is everything.
Yeah, it is. My biggest influence realistically was probably like music. I grew up in music industry business. Like my family, that's what they do. I grew up playing an instrument. Like I did that for years. I was dedicated. And it's crazy because I don't even play now. But I think what it is for me, not necessarily the actual task, but the art, you know what I mean? Art in general. That's why I say art is life. Because I think for me, perception is art. You know what I mean? I see things as art. Right. That's why everything in life to me is art. Because I see it that way. That's my perception. You know
and it's valid. And it's valid. For sure. We out.